Courtney's in the kitchen there getting on some Cane's chicken. They brought us chicken today. So sweet of them. There are potential signs for foundation issues that can make or break a real estate sale. So whether you're buying or selling, we have some tips, some experts here that have tips to give us a heads up on how to deal with all of these challenges. Good morning, Cynthia Gorman.
Good morning.
Tell us, when you're looking for a home, what are some of the signs that you need to be looking for? As far as the foundation goes.
Right. Some of the warning signs that you want to look for are cracks in the bricks, not necessarily just through the mortar, but through the brick itself, and sheetrock cracks interior in the sheetrock that usually lead from like window or door frames. And you want to look for upheaving or sloping floors and doors that don't open and close properly, that get stuck. And dried, when you're ground, you see the big cracks in your ground when we've had droughts. So you want to watch for those signs. That's usually the typical first starting signs.
And these are things that if you're walking through the home for the first time, you can maybe see, but then you want to call the experts in to get kind of a better look if you have a concern about things, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Are there certain things in our area, certain foundation problems that we have a tendency to have here?
Sure. You know, a lot of the houses in the Metroplex are going to end up having foundation problems. You need to do some maintenance things, especially now that summer's coming, to prevent or maybe stave off having to call a company like mine. I work for Arch Foundation Repair, and we do produce an educational piece that'll teach people how to maintain the soil around their foundation.
Well, and I think like if you are thinking about putting your house on the market, but even if you're not thinking about selling your house, to have somebody come in to give you some kind of an idea of any potential problems before they become bigger problems.
Sure. You want to watch for some of your potential signs, of course, but if you do have those, then you want to make sure to call an expert in to really do a thorough evaluation and pinpoint exactly where a problem might be.
You know, sometimes if you don't watch for those obvious signs up front, it can lead to foundation problems with plumbing leaks under the slab, and you don't even know you've got a leak under the slab until it becomes very major. So there's a lot more issues that can arise by not watching those from the very first signs.
And we're talking like expensive things to fix if it gets really bad.
Right.
It can be. I mean, plumbing problems can be a very expensive repair cost. Foundation repair can be expensive.
You know, I think it's always fascinating to watch. We had, before we bought our new house, the old place that Scott was living in, we had to have some foundation work done there. And really, it's actually a lot simpler than you think. You think, oh my gosh, they have to jack your house up and redo your foundation. But the way that you do it now is actually quite easy, isn't it?
Sure, absolutely. An average size, foundation repair job for us is 1 to 2 days, maybe 8 pilings, and can be under $5,000. So it's not as bad as you think most of the time. That's the importance of having a company like Arch Foundation Repair come out and assess what's happening, just so that you can be aware. It's usually the fear of the unknown, not realizing what you might be facing.
Well, and also, I mean, you want to make sure that, like, you all have been doing it for a while, you have all the proper certifications, so you really want to make sure that the company you go with is somebody who you can trust and they're going to stand behind their work, right?
Correct. And we do again provide you with some maintenance items so that you can stave off having to call a company like mine, which does give you guys some peace of mind. Make sure that you're getting out your soaker hoses. It is that time of year. We do have a drip irrigation system, which is now a permanent soaker hose system that you can put around your foundation as a maintenance item to help stave off having to call a company like mine. It's tied to your existing sprinkler system. It's set with your control box, and you can walk away and you don't have to worry about it. It's fantastic.
Cool.
I have it on the house.
So you want to keep the soil around the house moist?
Yes, you do. I mean, every house is different, okay? But you do need to have a regular watering program for your foundation, yes.
That's so interesting. I would have thought completely the opposite. I would have thought that having water close to the foundation would be a bad thing.
Well, you need to make it even. You don't want it to you want the soil to slope away from the foundation, but you also don't want to trap in with like landscape edging where the water's sitting. So it needs to be watered, but it also needs to drain well. And drainage is a lot of the issue that causes foundation
All good
problems.
tips, and this is why you call the experts, right? You can contact Cynthia Gorman at Evie Halliday at cindygorman.com, or you can reach her at the number you see on your screen. Tamara, thank you for being here as well.
Thank you
and your
very much
company again?
Arch Foundation Repair.
Arch Foundation Repair. We can find you online?
Yes, you can. archfoundationrepair.com.
All right, those are the folks to call. Thanks so much. More broadcast when we return.